Mustang Saturday rolls on with the general manager of the St. Joe Mustangs, Kai Turner, once again on for the third consecutive week. Kai, we made it to week 3, you and I on here without any problems, so it's, I guess, keep that streak going, this week.
Chris, I guess you could say I'm just happy to be here.
Well, that's, man, a few words, I guess. So I guess we'll just jump into it if you have nothing else to add as we get started.
No, not at all. Chris, I'll just tell you, we've been off to a phenomenal start. It's been great to just see people here, on the field. It's a long season, but, like you said, week 3. And if you blink, if you haven't attended a Mustangs game yet, it happens so quick. And so we'd love to see some of your smiling faces out there. Usually we can see, Chris, you're out there smiling too.
I am, even when it's like, 99 degrees out there, and I feel like I'm, constantly on the verge of, needing more water every time. But yeah, I'm still kind of smiling, I guess, at that point.
That's funny, that's funny, Chris, because I always see you drinking a beer.
That's not true at all, because I'm on the clock all the time. Oh, man. We're off to a great start at this point. You talk about just how this year's gone so far. What has maybe impressed you the most, just maybe about the fans or just everything in general, just about, I know we talked about before the year about, everybody talking about can't wait for the Mustang season. And it seems like every night, regardless if it's a weekday, weekend, the fans have been out there in full support.
Well, we can't say enough about the fans. I mean, it's great seeing them. The walk-up crowd's been tremendous every night, especially, it's with the weather, the temperature's been. But, people are happy to get out and see baseball. And I'll say the same thing for the guys on the field. At the beginning of this year, we said we're going to see everyone's best shot. And it doesn't matter who we're playing. I mean, they're throwing some really good guys against us, and we're getting the top-notch lineups. And so to see the resolve in our players as they learn to come together and play as a team, they're starting to hit some winning streaks and putting those together. And so, now's when the temperature rises and hopefully the bats on the field continue to get a little bit hotter too. But we've started to see some really good play that, you typically see from the Mustangs on the field. And in the crowd, it's always fun. And like I said, it's just like last night I was out there shooting some people with water from a water gun. I don't know. We have a little bit of fun too. I might got you once or twice, Chris. But
you did.
It's just good to see people out there smiling again and enjoying themselves.
I've talked to a lot of the guys. I've talked to Johnny about, when you bring all these guys together, they don't click right away because they don't know each other for the most part. So it takes a little bit to get that chemistry going. For you guys in the front office, getting the interns, I guess, kind of up to speed pretty fast because they have, a couple days of prep work before they get kind of thrown into the fire of at Mustang's expectations, what you're expecting. Just how have they handled, just getting ready for this year with, just everything thrown at them?
Well, that's part of the learning curve on the field is for the players is they get to know each other and play as a team, and the same thing for my staff off the field. So our staff comes from majority college students from all across the country, just like our players. And so as they start to figure stuff out and that's part of the fun off the field is the impact they get to do. And so you'll see that recently, like with social media, when they came up with we released a couple of Sandlot videos that we did in promoting our Sandlot night that we recently had. And it was hilarious. And I got some great feedback from the community. And so that was all of our players and our staff, our intern staff. And so it's really fun when you get to see that come together and we all get to be, to witness that and experience it and have a little laugh. And that's part of the Mustangs joy. And like it's joy to watch you.
Well, thank you, because I'm watching you right now too. So I guess we're watching each other.
Well said. Yes, we are.
Thank you. Kind of just a little bit here on the show. I'll be talking to Adam Maddox. People probably know him from that 2011 season where he threw the no-hitter to win the Mustangs League title. What do you remember about that game? Because I'm looking forward to asking him some questions just about what he remembers. But what do you remember?
Adam's one of those great personalities that, you'll always remember no matter how many years we keep adding to the Mustangs totem pole. And so Adam was here in those early years and just always had such great leadership and a strong presence in the dugout. I'll remember him, Aaron Baker, and Preston Felgate. There's a number of pitchers that we had in those early years that were just incredible. And so Adam was, you knew you were in for a quick game if Adam was on the mound getting ready to pitch. And so that night, it was a warm summer day, and it was early in the Mustangs years, and I'll never forget. I was doing the promotions on the field, and my shirt, I think I was wearing a white shirt, and it felt like I had just gotten out of the shower. It was so warm, and we were all drenched. And the crowd that day wasn't it was in July, was on the calendar, and there wasn't a huge crowd here. But to sit there and watch and see Adam, the magic that he did on the pitcher's mound that evening was something not a lot of people, including myself, will ever forget. And so, Adam's one of those legends in Mustangs lore that when we mention his name, that's one of the first memories you get. And so just a great guy on the field, incredible pitcher, just great also off the field. And it's always fun when he comes back out here. He's got such a great personality, and he's quick with a smile. But, we're always excited to see Adam Maddox back around the Mustangs.
I'm going to ask him this question too here in a little bit, but from your perspective, I mean, your role was different back in 2011. You were director of fun, weren't you? I mean, I guess you could still say you are now.
Yeah, I still direct fun now.
Yeah.
We're trying to have fun. But yeah, I mean, right back then I was more concerned with the promotions on the field specifically. Now, I want to make sure the hot dogs taste good too. So
there you go.
It's a tough promotion, but back then I was a little bit more on the field.
And with that question, it's leading into something. Don't worry.
Okay.
When you look back on those teams, do you guys think you kind of, I guess, maybe understood the magnitude of what they were building and what those teams were going to be able to do to kind of set the tone and set what this organization was going to turn into?
I don't remember what I had for breakfast, so I could be wrong, but I think Adam's the one who brought us to our first Mink League championship. And so really they set the tone because, those first couple of years, St. Joe's a big city, and there was those, especially with the history of baseball in St. Joe, there was those natural, St. Joe's going to be good. And so we had yet to really meet that. I mean, we had a good team, but not get that great level. And so Adam was one of those guys who was really able to elevate us to the great level. I mean, don't get me wrong. We had some great players, especially, Johnny Coy, Ryan Hook, and I could keep going on, but we had some great players, but we were still looking for that great team. And so, Adam with taking us there initially that was that first moment when you knew that something special was being built. And you look now, 6 championships in the past 9 years, they really helped set the table for us.
Looking ahead at the schedule for you guys, 5 games here in the upcoming week. One of those is that makeup game from last Friday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. A lot of baseball, but luckily the guys get a couple of days off before you guys start that 5-game home stretch instead of a 5-game road stretch.
It's June. It's summertime. There's nothing better than baseball, Phil Welsh. And so this is the week that you're going to get your most action. So really, we're before July 4th. So this is your chance to really get in and get to see some of these guys before it gets hot and heavy, and playoff implications. Really, it starts now, but it's really going to pick up as we continue to pick these dates up. But Wednesday through Sunday this week, and so there's a lot of baseball, and so we went a whole 2 years without baseball. So this is a week really. This is something we look forward to. It's a lot of work for us, but it's a lot of fun, and so we're excited to get a lot of action down here on the field.
I know you have plenty of promotions next week too. What can fans expect when they come out there for the 5 home games?
This is something that we like to experiment, do some different stuff. This Wednesday, we're having a Lego night, so we like to focus on the family fun, but we're going to give you a grab bag of just some random Legos and see what you can come up with. That's kind of what I guess you could say our promotions is sometimes each year is what can we come up with? And so this year we're putting that on our guests as they come in and give them the chance to mold their own idea there, although in the form of Legos. And so that should be a lot of fun. Riley's birthday party. I think Riley's 13 in horse years. You'll have to do the math. I don't know, but
is that multiplied by 7?
Year.
No, it's dog years, right?
He doesn't look like he's aged today, kind of like you,
Thank you.
Mr. Roush. And of course, we have our dollar hot dogs on that night. And Friday, this is one of my favorites, a talent show. So maybe someone's talent is they could host a show on KQ2. I don't know. So we've had some fun talent, whether it's dancing, singing. One year we had someone lasso.
Can you play the harmonica?
I don't, but I have double jointed thumbs, and
really?
So pretty talented. I can juggle bills and other responsibilities. So of course Saturday we've got fireworks coming back out. So we just made that announcement: fireworks every Saturday, and the Mizzou Alumni Association of Buchanan County is going to be out here giving a $1,000 scholarship to a Mizzou student just for being here. So they're going to have a drawing. Then of course Sunday This one's my favorite, where we have baseball bingo. You just get to sit back, relax, and as the stuff happens on the field, if you get a bingo, you'll get some scratchers from Missouri Lottery. So I know you're a big Scratchers fan yourself.
We should do a Chi-isms bingo at Phil Welch sometime. Just things that you'll do, shirt you wear, if you have the water gun out, just anything. We could do that.
Yeah, and instead of scratchers, we could do like an own custom scratch and sniff card, and so you have to guess if could be a hot dog, it could be I don't know, some other nice
A glove.
A glove.
Yeah.
I don't want to say dirty socks or stinky socks, but after running through the crowd one of these nights, it might be stinky socks too. But I don't. But that would be fun. Yeah, sure.
I don't want to get us too far ahead, but we talk about it every year, the July 3rd and 4th weekend, very special weekend for you guys. You always put on a lot of events those weekends to honor military veterans and everything, just going along with that. I guess, can you guys give us a sneak peek of what you guys have coming here next week, 2 weeks from now, I guess, kind of for July 3rd and 4th?
July 3rd and 4th is other than opening day, like there's 3 dates I circle, as well as my wedding anniversary. But
there you go.
So July 3rd and 4th is always so much fun just to see everyone's patriotism. And last year, it was my first year at celebrating July 4th without being at the ballpark. And so we're really excited to get back here and do it again. We've had bald eagle fly around and also fly out of the stadium. But, we've had Abraham Lincoln reenactor. We've done a lot of stuff to play the U.S. military all-star teams a few years. And so this year we're gonna go back to basics, and we're gonna have a bunch of mini flags that we're giving away and just let people, hey, we're back, we're here, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. But of course we're gonna have an awesome fireworks show on both the 3rd and 4th. But one of the special things for us is to celebrate those who have served our great country and made that sacrifice to protect us. And so it's our honor to be able to celebrate that with America's Game. On the 4th, we're already taking reservations now. We have a free hot dog buffet for our active and retired military. And then on the 3rd too, we're also going to honor a local veteran as well. So those stories are really, our community has so many great stories. You tell them, they're in the newsroom at KQ2, but for us to be able to tell a story of someone who's served our country is a special honor for us. And so it's always something that we look forward to.
Before we get to July 3rd and 4th, still have 5 games next week. Kai Turner, thanks for coming on again this week, and hopefully we'll be back on again next week with each other.
We'll see you soon, Chris.
See you soon.